Hey beautiful people, welcome back. I'm Yin
And I am Yanga.
and this is the Yin and Yanga channel.
Welcome. So we are super excited today because we want to welcome / introduce a very special segment or one of many segments in which we'll be bringing you. And the title of these segments will be Why Ask Why. And just in case you can't quite put it together, we know you're really right out there, YouTubers. But just, I guess, fully break it down. Of course, Yin, Yanga, and we're just going to use this time to really pose some serious questions to one another. Of course, we want to open it up to you, so that, of course, you can ask us, of course.
We want to talk to you, we want you to talk to us.
Yes, we talk back. Well, I'm just going to, as always, dive right in.
What you got?
Yin. So, nervous. Okay. So, my girl Yin here is a mommy, and I have a really serious topic that I want to bring up to her. Back in May, it was a big controversy when Time magazine hit newsstands, and there was a mom on the cover, and she was breastfeeding her son. And the child, I believe, he may have been about maybe 4 or 5 years old, maybe even 6. I don't know. Don't quote me here on the details of the article, but again, it was the May issue of Time. And the woman's name was Jamie Grumman, and again, she was breastfeeding, again, her little big one. Yes, her little big one. Like I said, he was 4, 5, or 6. But again, sparks off lots of controversy. I think the article was more so about breastfeeding, extended breastfeeding, or breastfeeding for a long period of time. But of course, the issue that it sparked off for me, and that I think it sparks off for many, is breastfeeding in public. And let me tell you where, like I said, Yin is a mom, so let me just speak on how perhaps maybe we're slightly of authorities in this subject. I work in the child care field for now. That's my 9 to 5. And like I said, of course, Yin is a mommy. So
That's 24/7.
That's her 24/7 for sure. So again, I'm mentioning that to say definitely we're both obviously advocates of breastfeeding. Of course, you know, me being an early child care provider, and you know, knowing and learning about children and their development, I'm so for it. However, the public piece is, I don't know. So again, why ask why? I'm gonna ask Yin, how does she feel about public breastfeeding?
Well, okay, so I was a breastfeeding mommy, not to a 6-year-old, but I was. And honestly, from the standpoint of someone who has been there, done that, and like you said, I totally believe in the benefits of breastfeeding. I even believe in the benefits, you know, beyond that first year. It's full of like tons of just awesome nutrients, and you kind of just can't go wrong there. But as far as for me, I kind of have something to say about the public and the extended breastfeeding. But on the public note, I'm not for it. I'm not for it at all. Because, and when I say I'm not for it, let me clarify, because I do like to clarify. I don't mean breastfeeding in public with a cover. That is perfectly fine. There's nothing, you know, wrong with that. I mean publicly just exposed. You're, you know, hanging out and you're bringing your baby or your toddler or your like teenager going to prom. Right. So, and you're like bringing it out. So like that I'm not for, because ultimately I understand that breastfeeding in babies has everything to do with nourishment. Obviously, you know, breastfeeding is not meant to be something of a sexual nature. And it's not, you know, when you're doing it. But the reality is that even though we have an understanding that breasts were made to breastfeed babies and things of that nature and produce milk, the reality is, I think we're also progressive enough to know that in 2012, and I'm sure, you know, 1912, 1812, whatever, breasts are something sexual. So ultimately, even though breastfeeding is a great thing to do, and it's still okay if you don't breastfeed, but breastfeeding is an awesome thing to do, cover up. There's really, in my book, there's just no excuse for that. Showering. is a great thing to do. OBGYN appointments are great things to do. Number 2 breaks, great things to do. All right, to clean you out. But none of those things do we do in public, and none of those things do I want to see in public. The bottom line is, if you wouldn't randomly whip out your breast and show me any other time, I don't really care that there's a baby attached to it. I don't want to see it.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Yin is fired up, and her opinion is in. We've asked her, and she's answered.
I have to sidebar. I hate it because I feel like people who are such proponents for public breastfeeding with no cover, honestly, I feel like it's really just more to do something sensational and to go against the grain with something. There's no benefit to publicly breastfeeding.
Right.
The benefit is the breast milk. So doing it in public without a cover, that has nothing to do with anything.
Exactly.
And so it just annoys me that people kind of make that like the thing, like, how dare you? And no, how dare you? Put your breast away.
Put your breast away now. Yes, and I agree. And I think that what is frustrating is that when, as with many topics, when you do speak out against it, those that have a rebuttal for you, it's totally not, against the point that we're making.
No.
Again, breastfeeding is a wonderful component for children, a wonderful thing to do for moms. We just want you to, what is it, Ian? Cover up.
Okay.
Cover up.
Right away.
Yes. So, if you ever see Yin and I out and about, and you're a breastfeeding mom with no cover, and we do like this, you know what we're talking about. Cover it up.
Okay, but second,
Yes.
what the article was actually supposed to be about, minus what's her face, trying to get some publicity on the cover of Time.
Okay.
What do you think about extended breastfeeding?
What do I think about extended breastfeeding? I would say I would have to do a little more research.
Okay.
On, all of the benefits. I would say I definitely am confident in saying that up until age 2, though I still think that is extended. I definitely know that that's, the recommendation. I'm still not a mommy yet. Like I said, though, I work with the little ones all the time. So, again, start to, I guess, get more well-versed in this stuff. But definitely, I'm going to say past 2, I'm still going to say that that's a number 2. And again, with that, I just wonder, are there alternatives as mommies? Like, could you pump at that age, if you still wanted them to have the nutrients?
That's kind of the thing for me.
Okay.
That's always been the obvious answer to me. Because, realistically, an adult can drink breast milk and it's got great, nutritional qualities.
Okay.
So, and it'll be just as beneficial. So I don't think, I'm not, no. This just went all kinds of wrong, didn't it? It's okay, you guys. It's okay. I'm going to bring it back. Okay, I'm going to bring it back. Please, adults, don't go drink breast milk. Please don't do this. All right? I'm asking. All right, I'm begging.
And for guys watching out there, don't go and, be trying to use this as an excuse to bother your pregnant girlfriends or new moms as wives. I don't know where Ian just took us. But
I am sorry, and I'm going to bring us back. I'm so sorry, and we're coming back.
But I get what she's saying, and I think we all do, of course, that there are, of course, nutrients that would benefit us all. So,
but that does not mean you have to direct breastfeed.
Right.
Because pumping is the most obvious option. You can still pump breast milk and give your child a glass of milk.
Right.
There's no reason to have an 18-year-old cozying up to you.
Yeah. Though I'm not a mommy yet, I can't say that. Well, again, we're going to keep this rated G. But don't the teeth hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I just, listen. Personally, I'm just saying, like, even around like the 6-month point, babies get kind of big. So I don't know, to me, and this is my personal opinion, I just feel like even that is kind of like, oh, hey, I don't know. I just think to each his own. You have to do what works for you. So if you want to breastfeed your 6-year-old, all I am asking is to not do it in public with your breast exposed. Cover it up. That's all I'm asking, really. Okay?
Okay, so I guess we won't be breastfeeding the munchkin until she's 20.
I'm not sure yet. I'm on the fence.
Oh, okay,
I'm on the fence, so I'll get
okay.
back to you about that. Who
Okay,
knows?
maybe that'll be on the next Why
Who
Squad.
knows? Yep.
Will Yin take up breastfeeding for another 10 or so years? But again, of course, we've gotten, a little lighthearted with the topic.
Right.
But I think we could say that our general consensus is that we agree with it. Of course, we support breastfeeding.
Breastfeeding.
Breastfeeding. Breastfeed the little ones. But we say while they're little, cover up. We're not so sure about the extended part.
Like we said, more research.
Yeah, more research.
More research.
But we're going to say still
Yeah.
cover up. So
Either way, cover up. That's the moral of
cover
the
up.
story.
Yes, I think the moral of this story would be to cover
Let's
up.
change the name of this video to cover up. All right.
To cover
And
up.
that can probably apply to like so many different things
Yeah.
other than breastfeeding, but that's what we're gonna leave it for now.
Yeah, we're going to leave it right here for now. So thanks for tuning in YouTube. This has been quite the Why Ask Why. Quite to start it off with a bang. And we'll have some more great topics coming to you, of course, for the Why Ask Why portion. So
if there are controversial things that you want to talk about or you want us to talk about, then be sure to comment below. Email us. We talk back. So definitely, like you said, as usual, we want to make it a dialogue. So let us know. Let us know the things you want to talk about.
let us know the things that you want to talk about. And of course, please weigh in on this topic. I know we have some avid, probably mommies out there that are pulling out their hair as they watch this video.
We want to hear respectfully.
We want to hear respectfully. Yes,
Don't be
yes.
sassing us
Right.
in our comments.
But we want to hear. So comment us, send us videos, email us. Again, we talk back. But most importantly, subscribe. Yes, so that you can continue to tune into all the great things that we have for you. So again, thanks for tuning in. We can't wait to see you guys next time.